So there was a boy, like a young man, and what? So he wanted to learn about what the correct religion is. So there was also a sorcerer that was in the town that didn't have any students and offered to teach him, and the young man accepted the offer, and he became his student. And then a while later, a monk came to him telling him that Allah is the true God, and he told him, like, don't listen to anyone else. Allah is the true God. He is the one that, like, you should worship, not the king. But don't, I don't know, or else they're gonna kill us. So then what happened was he was really confused about who to trust, the sorcerer or the monk. So there was a lion around the sidewalk, around the street, and he had a tiny little rock. And he said, if this tiny rock can kill the big lion, then the monk's teachings are correct. If not, then the sorcerer's teachings are correct. Then Allah made it so that the tiny rock killed the lion, and it was a really big miracle. Then he believed in Allah, and then people saw, and a while later, hundreds of people, more than 100 people came to his house, and they were asking him to heal them because they saw the miracle, and they thought that he was the God. So then after that, he said that Allah is not the true. I'm not the true God. Allah is the true God, and you should. I'm not the one that's doing this. Allah is. So you should worship Him. But I can pray for you, but I'm not the one that's doing it. And then he prayed for them, and they became healed. And they also had a bunch of gifts and stuff to give to him, but he just said Allah is the true God and not him. So these gifts aren't for me. And then he said you should just pray. That's a good gift for Allah. And then after that, a couple days later or something, a blind man who was the minister of the king, the closest one to the king, who was not very rich, came to him and said he got like a bunch of gifts, like money and a lot of probably food and gold and silver and stuff. And then he said, I'll give you all of this just if you cure me from my blindness. And he didn't even look at the gifts one time. He just said that Allah, he said that I cannot cure you, but Allah can cure you. And he taught the man about Islam and that he should pray for Allah. Then he prayed for him, and then his eyesight was cured. And when he went back to the king, the king told him, who cured you? He said, Allah cured me. After that, he said, okay, who's your God? And then he said, Allah. And then the king asked him again, who's your God? And then he said, Allah. And then after that, the king was really furious with him. So he beat him a lot and put him in torment and torture. And eventually he died. And then we were wondering if he's going to do the same thing to the young man and kill him, or if he's not. So, yeah, that's where we stopped, I think.
Thank you so much, Sheikh Yazid. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. Thank you so much, mashallah, tabarakallah. Thank you
Jazakallah
so
khair.
much. Jazakumullah khair, Sheikh Yazid.